Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Tonight, I'm going to show you how to make honey balsamic chicken sheet pan dinner for two.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
Okay, so normally this sheet pan dinner makes a huge sheet pan and at least feeds 4 to 6, but I'm gonna cut it in half just because I'm cooking for two now. So we're gonna start with the marinade, and the chicken will have to marinate for 30 minutes, and then we'll work on the rest of it. But it is super fast. You only really have one big thing to clean up. So let's get started here. So the star of the show, balsamic. And I think I'm making a half a batch, remember, so I only need a couple tablespoons of this. Doesn't like to come out very fast. Okay. So I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of balsamic. And about 3 tablespoons of honey, and I'm just going to eyeball it. All right, and we've got a garlic clove, and I'm just going to add a scoop because we like garlic a lot. Some salt and pepper. Then we have some thyme. We're going to do a half a teaspoon. Oops, wrong lid. And it says 3/4 of rosemary. I'm not a real fan of rosemary, so I'm just going to probably add, I don't know, probably somewhere between 1/4 and a half a teaspoon. And a half a teaspoon of chili flakes, so I'm going to add just a big pinch, if I can get my hand in there. That'll add some nice spice. If you don't like it, feel free to leave it out. Okay, we got salt and pepper. Okay, then we're going to whisk this together. This is our marinade for the chicken. Ooh, this smells so good. Yeah, he does. All right, so let's get my cool bag holder for the marinade. Remember, I'll link this cool Amazon bag holder in the comments. Let me grab a spatula. All right, we're also going to add just a tad bit of oil to this. Give that a swirl. And we're going to put it in the bag. And then I've got just one piece of chicken I cut in half because, again, it was those Costco gigantic ones. We're going to put this in the marinade. Okay, so we've got our chicken going. I'm going to make sure you get all of the air out of the bag. Give it a smush around. I'm sure that's a technical term. Okay, so that's going to marinate. We're going to toss that in the fridge, and then we're going to start on our vegetables. All right, let me get this out of the way. Okay, so while that is marinating, we're going to get started on all our vegetables. So I have a half sheet pan. Usually this would be twice the size if you're doing the full recipe. I've got some cherry tomatoes and some potatoes here. And some fresh green beans. So if you have this in your garden and you just harvested it out, this would be a great recipe to make with this. So I've got 3/4 pound of potatoes, and really you can use whatever kind you want, whatever you have on hand. I happen to have some yellow Yukon Golds. You don't get potato, Denver. Go to your spot. So I'm just going to cube these up, they're going to roast in the oven here. You want them uniform size so that they all cook at the same time. All right, now we're gonna just toss them on the sheet pan. That is a generous amount. And we're also going to toss the tomatoes on. Okay, and then we're gonna put some, just a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil over this. And some salt and pepper. And this is just gonna hang out. I just let it hang out until the chicken's ready, and then we'll pop it all in the oven. Okay, so the next thing is we're gonna get all our green beans. And these are fresh green beans, and it really is best to use fresh green beans. So if you've got these out of your garden, you're gonna wanna pop the ends off. You should probably been snapping beans. So I'm gonna just take a second and get all these cleaned and ready to go. And I'll see you in a half an hour when we put everything in the oven. Okay, so it's been about a half an hour. I'm gonna pull the chicken from the fridge and we're gonna get everything on the pan and in the oven. All right, so we've got our green beans. We're gonna just toss these on top too. If you can imagine how much one recipe made, I actually cut this in half. It's quite a large serving, but as your vegetables cook, they're also gonna shrink. So, all right, get those nestled on there. Okay, there's that. Ooh, this smells so good. All right, so we're just gonna lay this on top of all the vegetables. If I can get it. And then we're gonna drizzle all this all over the veggies as well. And as it bakes, the tomatoes are gonna pop and release their juice, and all of it is just, it's gonna be so amazingly delicious. Okay, so we're gonna get this in the oven at 425. If your oven cooks hot, do it at 400 and cook it for 40 minutes. All right, so it still has 5 minutes on the timer, but I really started smelling the chicken and all the vegetables being done. So I got out my new thermometer. Remember, I told you I needed a new one, and I poked it, and it's actually all ready to come out. The potatoes have roasted, the tomatoes are done, and the chicken is at 170, and it really only needs to get to 165. So I'm gonna pull it out. So I stuck my handy damery in there, and it went so fast. It's still going. So worst thing you don't want to do is overcook your chicken. Okay. All right, so here's our sheet pan dinner. You can see that all the vegetables have really cooked down. So we are ready to plate this up. So they say that this is 2 servings. I think they're crazy. I still think it's a lot of food. So I'm just gonna serve up all the potatoes and the green beans. Oh, this smells so amazing. And it's so easy. Now you just have really one pan to wash. Get some of those delicious tomatoes on there. Okay, let's cut into this and give it a try. See if I can get a money bite of everything. See, these tomatoes have roasted. Oh, that was so good. All the roasted vegetables with the balsamic have married, and it is delightful. And I have no problem eating this whole plate full of veggies. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. Remember to comment down below, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on any more videos. I hope you guys have a great day and have a good night.
This is front camera for...
Honey balsamic chicken sheet pan dinner.
Okay, what she said. That was awesome. Okay.
Thanks so much for joining me tonight.
Redo that.
Woo!
You were making lights hitting you, and you're
I
making
know.
light reflections around. Denny's like going bananas.
I know.
Oh, Denny, do you see it? Denny, do you see lights? Is there a light? Do you see it? Oh my gosh, she's so excited.
Gonna taste good, I know.